He took 100,000 to the block. He gave it to the guys. Exactly. He took 100,000 to the block and gave it to the guys. That did not go into the community.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Okay, y'all. OBlock J Hood, right? Now, one thing I realized with J Hood, you have to take the things he says with like a grain of salt. Alright? You gotta pretty much learn how to dissect things he say and take them for what it's worth. I'm not saying believe everything he says, but I'm also not saying that everything he says is a lie neither. Alright, meaning like you gotta do your own due diligence, right? And just like some of the YouTubers y'all indulging because they're actually from Chicago and they was actually around some of your favorite drill artists. Well, guess what? He's actually from Chicago and was in fact around them as well. Now, yes, I definitely think that he can take it a little too far sometimes, and some things sounds a little fabricated to the pretty much his benefit, of course. However, I can't sit here and say 100% of it is either fake or the truth. So, when it comes to this video here where J Hood says, I do more for OBlock than King Von. Now, I see a lot of fans and YouTubers getting upset at what he said, but one thing I gotta remember is this. This is the internet, right? Now, people are like, they are gonna say whatever they want. And for one, you gotta see through the clout and clickbait and stop being so easily ticked off and getting your energy caught up into nothing. Now, J Hood saying he do more for King Von is just a mere opinion. All right, it don't mean it's true. It's not an actual fact. It's just his opinion. And first off, clearly he knew what he was doing by including King Von's name in the title. He knew it was clickbait. He knew it was for clout. It was just to get attention. He wanted a reaction. And right now, King Von's name come with a lot of clout and some views. He could have said Chief Keef or even Lil Durk, but he specifically said King Von. All right, now it was a chess move, and I noticed that because his main focus on saying he does more than King Von was him pointing out the fact that King Von bought $100,000 to OBlock and gave it to his guys, who he says didn't do nothing for the community. But Durk just bought $1 million to the trenches. So wouldn't it be better to say you do more for OBlock than Durk than to put King Von name? But no. And you know why? Because once again, Hood knows that Von name comes with a lot of clout, views, and not to mention, as soon as the video started, he said, I know some of y'all gonna see the title and go, how you doing more for King Von, and etc. So he knew exactly what he was doing. Now, let's talk about the reason he said he do more for OBlock than King Von. His point was that King Von bought $100,000 to OBlock and gave it to his guys, but that didn't do nothing to help the community, and that $100K only went towards helping his guys and nobody else, right? So here's my problem with that statement. He don't know what them boys did with that money. You see what I'm saying? They could have did something in their community. They could have helped someone in their family that was struggling to pay bills or rent, anything. The point is that J Hood don't know what these guys did with that money. And plus, guess what? It's none of his business. Alright, then on top of that, let me tell you, as a person in King Von's position, Von could have felt that he was broke and didn't have anything. The community didn't give to him or wasn't there, but his guys were. So that could be why he just broke bread with his guys, and it's as simple as that. And what kills me is this: when someone is out there struggling and no one is willing to help, no one says anything, no one does anything for them, the minute he or she come up on some type of money, people expect them to help the world. But they got to stop and think, do anybody say, you know what, maybe he or she feels that nobody was there to help them when they didn't have, so they don't feel that they need to help anybody else. And you know that feeling, what it could do to a person when you're going through it alone, it makes you feel like you just all by yourself. But if somebody's there, like the guys or anybody that's there to help or to contribute to whatever else you got going on, when you get good, you're going to make sure they good as well. You see what I'm saying? Or maybe he did do something for the community that nobody knows. Just because it's not posted on social media, that doesn't mean that he or she, King Von didn't do anything for his community. We just don't know. You see what I'm saying? So, or like I said, he could be feeling maybe, where was y'all when I was messed up? Where was y'all when I was out there fighting cases or facing time or whatever the case may be? You never know what somebody is thinking, man. You got to understand people first in order to understand the choices that they decide to make. So when J Hood comes and he pulls a God card and says that he's trying to show the youth that all they have to do is depend on God to get what they want, listen, I see what he's trying to do and I understand his intentions, but don't forget where you come from before you found God. You was once that same youth before you found God. You can't sit here and teach by antagonizing someone. You can't teach someone by downplaying them. You got to show them. People respect actions. And that brings up a good point. In fact, if you feel you're doing more than King Von, then guess what? What exactly are you doing? You see what I'm saying? What are you doing for the community? What are you doing that's helping the community and giving back? What are you giving back? Food? Are you giving back clothing? What is it that you're doing exactly that's more than King Von? Speaking and talking is cool, but that's not going to help Lil Dre or over there on King Drive who's starving and think the only way he could get his next dollar is to rob the next individual. Or maybe freeze him because he don't got a proper winter jacket. People respect actions. Spreading the word is cool, but you have to put some type of action behind it. And not to mention, when it comes to J Hood, sometimes his word kind of defeats his purpose. If you're spreading the word, right, and your word is doing damage, then that pretty much defeats the purpose. If you're speaking on false murders or speaking on this one, telling you that so-and-so committed this murder because of this, your word is doing more damage because it's getting people riled up to actually commit whatever other crimes or maybe want to get at you. You see what I'm saying? It's doing more damage than good, pretty much is what I'm trying to say. Now, I do agree with one thing he mentioned where he states that a lot of the youth feels like rapping is the only way out the hood because the rappers that they look up to give off this false sense of security through drill music. And that's a fact because a lot of these guys, as they rapping, the youth, they coming up, they say, yo, this is all I got. This is all I, and mind you, these kids be 17, 18 years old talking about rapping is all I got. How? You didn't even give yourself enough chance. You didn't give yourself an opportunity. But you're going to say that rapping and music is all you got. Now, if we can show the youth other ways that they could come up, then that'll help. Because I think if these kids was able to see the world before they actually got taken out of it, then it'll be a little different. You know, give opportunities. Let them know that they could do Airbnb, Toro, YouTube, truck driving, whatever it is. It's a bunch of things. We're living in a time now where if you put your mind to anything, you can achieve it. You don't just have to go to a corporate office no more. You can start your own business, whatever you want to do online. So that's pretty much it with J Hood, man. I understand where he was trying to go. I understand what he was trying to say. Once again, it's just his opinion. You know, what is he doing for the community? Is there any actions behind his words? Like, what is he actually doing? So I don't know. Let's see what comes out of it, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about J Hood saying that he does more than King Von. Do y'all think it was just clickbait? Do y'all think he was just saying it to get some type of reaction? I personally do. But y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments below, man. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. I'm out.